What's going on, guys? Today's video is sponsored by LeapTrade.com, and as you guys can see, here is where you sell your games. So if you want the best bang for your game, for any used games that you have, LeapTrade.com is the answer, guys, not GameStop, because LeapTrade will give you more money, and not only that, you will get the money immediately into your PayPal account. And to top it all off, they also have hot deals. Like, there's regular deals at a regular basis for new games, for used games, for games that you can't even find at stores. LeapTrade.com has them, guys. Give them a look. You won't regret it. Again, LeapTrade.com. Now back to the video. What's going on, guys? This video is going to be kind of different from my others. It's more of a, fan theory, also story thing regarding Pokemon. So hopefully you guys do enjoy it. I found it on Reddit. I will leave it in the description box below. And yeah, we could talk about this as soon as I finish, so let's get it started. She inherited a large science foundation from her father, sharing his love and desire to protect weak and otherwise endangered Pokemon. Mon, who was Lusamine's husband, worked on a side project about wormholes, very different from their typical ecological research, but necessary to learn about the Ultra Beasts, which continued to threaten both humans and Pokemon. Disaster strikes. However, one day Mon's experiment went wrong, and he got sucked into a wormhole. He left nothing behind except his research notes and a Cosmog. Lusamine was devastated. Upset with grief, she took over his research, determined to find out what happened to her husband. She would never be the same after this, but at this point, she was far cry from what she would actually turn into. It was presumably at this time Ether started working on creating a type null for her to take revenge on the Ultra Beasts. However, as her research continued, she came in contact more and more times with Nihilego. This is when the down spiral really began. Before we continue, we have to talk about Nihilego. From what we know about Nihilego and its neurotoxin. 1. It makes you feel amazing and like you can do anything. 2. It's probably highly addictive, largely because of point 1. 3. It removes your inhibitions and affects your behavior and personality. Point 3 is very dangerous because removing your inhibitions means that you're removing your rationality. For example, what would happen to a stereotypical office worker whose greatest desire is to get promoted, if influenced by Nihilego? First, he would get highly productive at an unnatural level. His body will probably get burnt out but the toxins will make him feel fine. Due to the parasitic nature of Nihilego, the reason why he wanted the promotion in the first place will become warped and turned into something that would benefit Nihilego instead. But what would happen if he doesn't get promoted anyway? His dampened inhibitions, would lead him to go and act upon with irrational thoughts that would help him get promoted, such as sabotaging for his co-workers or boss, possibly even going so far to outright killing them. Because at that point, any action that will get him promoted will somehow seem sound. Lusamine's downward spiral. And this is what happened to Lusamine. Her research focused less and less on finding her husband and more on Ultra Beasts themselves. I wonder if she maybe at some point thought that they might help her. Her ideals and beauty and ambition to protect and preserve Pokemon became warped. She started to Cairo freeze the Pokemon she loved and cared about so much. That way their beauty would never be tarnished to be safe forever, clearly. Similar her kids, they started to become a nuisance to her. They were a distraction in her attempts to connect with the Ultra Beasts. They couldn't help her, thus were not important and ugly. Lusamine presumably even ordered Lily to dress up and to look like the likeness of Nihilego. Hence, Lily's outfit, and also theories with Nihilego and Lily, to be able to stand her. This eventually turned into an outright rejection of her kids, feeling betrayed when they ran away with Cosmog and Type Note respectively. When you meet her for the first time in game, she is just a shell of her old self. She still loves all Pokemon, but just more so if they're Ultra Beasts. But it doesn't take so long until you notice to see the cracks in her facade. When you meet her later in the Ultra Space, she is at the end of her disaster spiral. At this point, the toxins have clouded her mind so much that only things she cared about is Nihilego. She finally entered Ultra Space, but the reason she wanted to reach it in the first place was all gone. Mon, her kids, Pokemon, even the world she came from. None of that mattered anymore to her, only Nihilego. When you and Lily confront her for the final time, she hits rock bottom by merging with Nihilego. At this point, she is not even a person anymore. She is more and less part of Nihilego. This would probably been the end of Lusamine if she had not been saved by Nebby and suffered through probably the most rough start of a detox treatment ever. The aftermath. After this point, what awaits her is a long and painful recovery from the toxins, along with slowly realizing all the things that she has done involuntarily in the last couple of years of her life. All things she cared about before, along with her own self, suffered because of her own actions. She turned the Ether Foundation into something she and her father were never allowed to. Hired Team Skull to actively hurt and abuse Pokemon. She disowned and abused her beloved kids. Forcibly froze her Pokemon. Tortured Cosmog for her own end. What I find extra tragic is the fact that Nihilego didn't affect Lusamine out of any malicious intent. In fact, they seem mostly unaware of their neurotoxin and what it does. Unlike many other parasites, it doesn't affect hosts because of personal gain, but as a self-defense mechanism. It is just a content to gain an extra protection and care from something or someone. So all this happened in Sun and Moon, not because of some evil being. It was just a desperate and hurt Lusamine encountering and confused and afraid Nihilego, acting on self-defense instinct, and neither of them were aware what the effects would be. So guys, that's about it. Let me know what you guys think. This, again, on my reading wasn't that on point here, this story, because there's so many like spaces here. Like if you guys want to read it yourselves, I'll leave a link in the description box below. But I thought it was pretty cool. I really like this. Shout out to the guy that made this. It was a very interesting read. His name is Ambient Dinosaur on Reddit. So if you're seeing this video, dude, shout out to you. I plan to actually make some stories like this, or like some fan theories regarding some other stuff in Sun and Moon in the future here in the videos, in the channel as well. So that'd be kind of cool, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Please give this video a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Share it with your friends. This is Lusamine's tragic story, and I feel like it's something realistic as hell. Like, shout out to you again, Ambient Dinosaur. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, check out my Phoebe story, my Phoebe Oras story. Check it out. It's also really believable. I think you guys will like it. You guys will see it here in the top right corner of this video. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you on the next one. Ciao.